We're back again. Everybody doing? Blake here. Just ultimately trying to see what in the world. Market's up 426 points going into 3 o'clock. Remember at 350 yesterday, Tesla did some crazy things, bruh. So we're waiting for that as well. Like I said in my previous broadcast, I am a believer in the Uber earnings that's coming up here tomorrow after close. It's down 3% today. I definitely think that it will be some sort of a drop in the markets tomorrow. If I remember correctly, it's at 29,232. That, my friends, I believe, is the ultimate highest, and pretty damn close if it's not. So tomorrow, when we look at the economic calendar, which I'm looking at now, nothing's going to impact the market in a positive, huge positive way. So, red market tomorrow, ladies and gents. So, I'm a purchaser of Uber. I'm getting the March 20, 2020. Oh, that's a put. Ouch! I'm glad I didn't pull the trigger. Man. $40. Spend the extra 40 and get this at 39. Might as well spend the extra 40 and get it at $38 out of the money. Darn it. I have my mindset on the other price. Wow, look at this market. Up 430 points. I'm gonna purchase the as high as 260. Nah, we're definitely getting March. It's June, just for shits and gigs. Phew, man, it jumps up high. All right, yep, the March. I'm buying the March. Mm-hmm. Is there an idea of go back in the mill's gone like I speak clown? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. 9%. 9%. Okay, so 9% is about $3. Expected volatility. Sorry, guys, I'm letting a buddy of mine know. Love when you come to me. Everybody wanna run to me. I don't even know to be. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna put that in. I'm not gonna do it on my computer because you guys will see my account. All right. Oh, hey. Expectation for Uber's earnings. I was actually just looking at it right here. So ultimately, it is a 9% move in expected, obviously up or down on Uber. Here's the thing, though, with Uber, for me personally. I definitely think it's going to be similar to the next Amazon when it comes to taking over market. Lyft is in only the U.S. and Canada. Uber is in 120 countries. Uber Eats is dominant. And then you also have Uber Freight, which, trucking industry logistics will never go away. When it comes to the actual earnings report, it's a little shaky with Uber. I want skin in the game because I'm a firm believer in Uber. But there was an analyst that announced a couple days ago that by 2021, Uber will be profitable. So with that said, they're losing $1 billion each earning release. And when we look at this chart here, thanks for stopping by the way. Appreciate this. Basically, when we look at the chart, when it comes down to earnings, I mean, there's been 3 reports since dude, it's taxi industry's gone. Rideshare industry is taking over, and Uber Eats is absolutely huge in college towns too. I'm purchasing the March options because it even if things don't come out right, because it is on a, so it was $26 and it's up essentially a little over like 30%, so people could sell off on the news. It's gonna rebound, and I wanted to wait till tomorrow because the market's up 440 points. It's got to be a sell-off tomorrow, as well. But when we look at this, so Amazon wasn't profitable for like 15, 20 years, and all of a sudden it hasn't turned away, and they're not like Uber's really providing too much. They provide insurance to their drivers, and they provide incentives for drivers, a few things here and there, but those drivers have to earn those incentives. And they're just advertising going crazy right now. And basically, they're just buying everything. They're just buying literally everything they can because the big dog literally gets the worm. And Lyft will not be able to compete with this. And on short term, should I sell now to avoid some loss tomorrow? I have 1,000 shares. Oh, did you ride the wave at 26? Yeah, absolutely, man. If you rode this wave up, you need to sell out, buddy. I actually own the stock as well. I on the other hand purchased it around the $44 range when it went public. I lowered my cost basis at the 26, but I tell you what, man. Market will be down tomorrow. I almost guarantee it because there was good ADP reports. There was good PMI index for manufacturing today. I took a look at the economic calendar tomorrow. There is nothing to make this thing go up, and for the market itself. And with that said, yeah, man, take your gains, brother. I always, pigs get slaughtered. If you're up, there's no point in risking this earnings report. Now, rule of thumb, if it starts running through its earnings and starts going up and almost before earnings release, I get nervous because I feel like the price is baked in and I could sell my 3 options I just bought as well. To take my gains as well. It's a marathon, not a sprint. If you've got 1,000 shares, if I were you, I would hedge it as well. Basically, you could hedge those 1,000 shares and sell some options on them and guarantee some income. And if you don't know how to do that, I'd be more than happy to help. Basically, if you have 1,000 shares, each option's 100 shares. Uh, you're gonna basically hedge your bet against a loss and get somebody's money right now. If we look at some puts right now for tomorrow, or puts that can expire, um, if you sell puts on your 1,000 shares, um, you essentially want it to go up. And if it doesn't go up, then the buyer of that put, you actually would sell some calls because you're hedging your bet essentially. And if it does in fact go down, the buyer of that call will expire out of the money, and you'll keep your shares and you'll keep his premium. So sell some calls if you wanted, and if you looked at, let's see, it's 38, so we'll right here 30. You got 1,000 shares, man. Shoot, you could even go with something crazy. Oh, you can't use options. I gotcha. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can't use options, you can't use options. But basically, you could even go as far as these $42 calls right here. Sell it for $30. You get $30. Multiply that by 10. You get $300 in premium right now. And as long as it doesn't go above 42 by Friday, you keep the $300 and your shares. Oh, okay. Yeah. Absolutely, man. Sounds like you kind of got everything under control, It sounds like you're um kind of know what you got going on, but there's a lot of different strategies in the market itself. And oh man, I can't believe Tesla's running here to the close. Look at this. Yesterday, I don't know if you saw Tesla, it was 355. That thing dropped $100 in 3 minutes, man. I mean, absolutely 3 minutes. Tesla running into close, down $145. Wow. I mean, it's been down pretty much the entire day. Ultimately, immediately it opened, was down immediately from 886 to about 805. Been down since about 1 o'clock and never saw anything up from there. So, I just watch this volatility because, man, oh man, oh man, can you make some money on these things whenever this happens? Even on some puts on Tesla for tomorrow, I tell you what, man, it's, I mean, I know you can't trade options, but I wouldn't buy it anyway. This is speculation. I trade with the market. I don't try to trade against it. I don't try to guess it. It's impossible. My days of doing that are over. I trade with it. I do like the $40 calls right here. There's 30,000 of these purchased today, 20,000 before today. But I didn't purchase the $40 ones. Oh man, yeah. I bought options on Tesla, and I rode the wave. I sold, like I said, pigs get slaughtered, and I've learned to sell out, make my money, and go. If I would have held longer, whew, man, oh man, oh man, the money that I would have made is just unreal. But who would have thought that this thing would go? I mean, man, look at this chart. Look at this chart, January 30th, $570. It goes to $980. Whoa! I mean, almost doubles. But day traders get a hold of that. People that are wanting to get in on some action. It's the sell-off was bound to come, but this run into close is interesting for me. Huge volume too coming in here at the close. So even at a $700 price point, it's still doing 41 million a share volume, and it typically does about 23. You want to go back to Tesla? Take your gains, man. What's your cost basis on those Ubers? Ultimately, you're taking the risk that it does go through well. They just announced $1 billion loss. I mean, I would take your gains and I would ride this wave. I would ride the wave of Tesla until it stops. And I say that with an absolute passion. When the stocks are there and the stocks are doing stuff like this, you have to get involved. Um, you just have to. And if it comes down to getting rid of gains to come into Tesla, absolutely, absolutely, 100% would do it with no hesitation. Um, you know, market's almost up 500 points. It's up 467. That's a lot. And it's leading. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. This is when I actually get involved here. But I'm not going to. I told myself I wasn't going to do it. I'm not going to do it. But if we look at like what's driving this market right now, it's United Health Group up $15, up 5%. Boeing up $10 as well. 37.25, and your gains are currently 37. Ooh, you're even, roughly even. Man, that's a great question. I tell you what, man. I typically before earnings, um, I would just get rid of them. You gotta ride this wave of Tesla. Even if Uber was to go up $1, and you're gonna make more in Tesla anyway. Period. Which regardless of however you do it, if you short it or if you buy the stock, and it's gonna rebound. But you have got to get involved when it's doing this kind of stuff. There is no doubt about it. That's like getting involved in like Beyond Meat. I don't know if you know Beyond Meat. When it's going up $30 and $40, you have got to get involved in stuff like that, because even the spread. Look at the spread on Tesla. It's $1. It's trading by $1. Volume is still here. There is news behind the run up as well, and they may finally start making some good progress and profit, and look at the volume going into 3 o'clock. I'll be curious to see what happens around 350, because this could be just a one firm doing this right here, just like it was yesterday. And I'm gonna take a look at some of these puts too. I mean, even at for $50, 4,000 people interested in these $500 puts. Market's not going to tank tomorrow, but it shouldn't be up. That's for darn sure, man. It is absolutely up about 800 points in 3 days. We're due for some coronavirus news. So, yeah, expecting 40.42. 40.42. I mean that when we take a peek at yeah, you're gonna get, you sell now at 33.20, you're getting 7 cents. You're gonna make $70. Take that money. Take that money. There's no point in not. And basically investors are looking for it to fall around the $40 range in Uber. But the money you would make in Tesla is just you got to get involved with it regardless. So yeah, I would definitely, if it comes down to see, one of my rule of thumb is that I don't want to chase things, but you're not chasing because you're taking gains too. So you're taking the gains to then go get some more gains tomorrow, which it'll happen, man. I mean, if you see Tesla open up with volume like it has been in the last 5, 7, 10 days, hold it, buy it, and let her rip, because it trades against, it trades with, it does whatever it wants with this market. It does not matter. Like today, market's a big buying market and people are selling Tesla. You would think that it would be up, at least even. Market's up 500 points, even with Tesla down as much as it is, and the Nasdaq is up 60. S&P's up another 40. People are selling this thing, so that just gets room for for profit. And it's already hit that $900 range. It'll go back. It's trying to make that extra ceiling, trying to push that ceiling is hard, but once it's already done it, it's not hard anymore. It's pretty self-explanatory, pretty easy. Yeah, it's dropping down here again. So, I mean, it's still trading at $1.50 spreads right now. Yeah, this thing's not going to be done tomorrow either. And there's no news that is literally going to drop the market. There's no news that's going to rise the market, but pretty mass gains. But the things that brought the market up as much as it is, because it's not Apple, it's Boeing, it's 3M, it's United Healthcare. That's who brought it up. I mean, this is all the Dow 30 stocks right here, and really, it's up so much, and I mean, even the average of all these is hard to believe that it's bringing it up 1.5%, dude. So, I'm hoping to get Tesla at 620 to 640, but I will buy it even at 750 if it won't. Yeah, it's it's gonna drop, and then it's gonna rise, but it's not gonna stop anytime soon. There's actually, I mean, why would it? Why would it? Because once you get your day traders a hold of it and they're watching it, and you get your real investors a hold of it, and you get your short sellers that are trying to cover their losses, that are losing billions. I mean, right there, the beginning of December, it was 330. Earnings came out. It was good. That was their first great earnings call. It's got good news behind all of it. They're hitting production. Market's great. Economy's great. Jobs are great. Yeah, Uber, I believe, is long term. Like I'm a very firm believer in Uber for the long term. Um, it's going to be the rideshare monster, and they're not going to post a profit tomorrow, or tomorrow night. They won't. They can't go from losing $1 billion and then all of a sudden. I mean, I guess they could, but and if they did, it would scream, and you would be upset about that. But it's set by 2021, which even at that, a year after it posting billion-dollar losses continuous, I'm surprised it posts billion-dollar losses, to be quite honest with you, because you don't need to advertise anymore. You don't need to spend any more money. It's people are Ubering. They're not calling a taxi. They're not doing that. They're Lyft or Ubering, and Uber's going to be more available. Well, let's see. Take a peek at that. Let me get on a different one here and get off of that on there, because I can kind of see the minute chart a little better here. Going in, so we got 40 minutes. Market's not dropping at the close like you would anticipate. Volume's low. Let me see what these puts look like too. Yeah, I mean, you got 26,000 volume on these $35 puts. That's a lot. Even 5,000 on the $34 puts. People are anticipating a drop. It's basically 9%. So about $3 up, $3 down. I bought the option. My option's right in the money. Um, 38 and 30. Shoot. Shoot. What's the average volume on Uber 2? 26. It's at 29. So it's a little bit up, not too much. I mean, right now you don't have a gain, so if you sell now, you're chasing. I don't like that. I don't like chasing to get involved in something else that could lose you money as well. Um, I just we got 45 minutes. It's pretty stagnant. It's stopped, but I mean, earnings is tomorrow night. It's not tonight. Let me pull up the stock side and see how many trades are going through and stuff. Yeah, how many trades are? Trades are definitely going through here. 37.18, 37.19, just a penny difference. There's no major volatility right now, so I'd hold out a minute. It's not going to tank. There's no reason for it to tank today, right before earnings. I mean, it typically will run before earnings as well tomorrow if you had to hold. But I wouldn't want you to take a loss on it to try to chase a Tesla that is absolutely dangerous. It's down from that shebang bang that I had there. Volume's low again. Fucking $1.50 spreads. Nuts. I 37 at open. Yeah, I think so. I don't see it. I mean, it's already down 4%, a little over 3.5% today on a green buying day all around the board. See what this said here. Oh, come on, Market Edge, you're worst. Goldman Sachs expects Uber and Lyft results to show impact of higher prices on booking growth and guidance. So Q4 results of ride hailing show impact on higher prices of booking. Goldman Sachs is a pretty big firm too. First other note, clients Monday that expects Uber to report a loss of 58 cents a share when it releases financials up to closing bell on Thursday. Yeah, establishes path to profitability in 2021. We investors are finding gradually reverting back and forth Uber's ability to grow a long way. Lyft is due to release its financials February 11th. Okay. Goldman Sachs is still bullish buy ratings. So Goldman Sachs is actually wanting them to talk about how they're gonna their guidance. That's huge. Yeah, no, I hear you there. I don't see 36. Nah, I don't see 36. There's no reason for it to be back at 36 like it was. Not on a bullish day like today. The drop right now though is 31st, about a week ago. Oh, that was that Friday. Nah, nah, I wouldn't chase it, brother. Stay with your original. But I like Uber. I'm long Uber. I own Uber. I'm just getting involved with some of the options on the earnings tomorrow. And you know what? I did not wait and purchase it tomorrow. I purchased it today because I don't see it dropping more tomorrow, even if it's a sell down. I mean, why would it? And the candlesticks, it's going back in your favor now. Um, the high was 38.97. So it was going. The low is 37.15. It's at the absolute low right now, almost. Still have a pretty good amount of buy orders coming in. Like in a minute, it's gone. Like I smell cologne. Yeah, yeah. Had Tesla too. I did not trade Tesla today. I did not. I have been trading Tesla in and out uh, the past 5 6 days, but I've been day trading it, so I didn't hold overnight when it opened up $100. So I was able to get some of the gains, just not as much as some people. Um, Big buys coming in on Uber right now too, by the way. But I've been burned so many times on Tesla when doing so, because Tesla kind of does its own thing. It really does. Um, I was long Tesla around the $300 range, but then I sold it around like 400, and I started to not be as much of a believer in Tesla. It just I thought that you know they were waiting too long to try to figure this car out, and Ford's getting involved, but Ford actually announced theirs today. Didn't do too hot and lowered their guidance for 2020. I think that'll help Tesla as well. GM actually did the same. What's GM at? GM's earning was this morning. Yeah, it's pretty much even for the most part. It actually was a decent sell down on GM's earnings as well. Kind of recovered for the day. And Honda announced too, and Honda wasn't. Oh, not that one. I mean that'll work too. Honda didn't do anything as well. Went up. No. No, Tesla was the reason you're trading? Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, then Tesla is nuts. And it would get when it gets going, it gets to going. But right now, you got your short sellers that are taking their money, trying to get some money back. It can't recover from this. Excuse me. If anything, it drops more. Once short sellers get a hold of this thing, because they've lost a lot. So anybody that shorted it again today, whenever it was, basically it went up to 845, and it's down $100. So if they short, they make some money. They make good cash. Definitely, if Tesla was the reason you're trading, gotta get in to Tesla. You gotta always have your reasons, an exit strategy as well. Uber is falling now. That was that minute right there. I mean, worst case scenario, I'm assuming you need the funds to trade that Tesla settled for tomorrow. So you have to make a decision because you won't be able to sell out of Uber and then buy into Tesla. Is that the case? But if I were you right now, I would. There is absolutely no telling what Tesla's going to do tomorrow, regardless of a market sell-off or not. It literally will shift on a dime as well. It just created a new low. Oh, excuse me. At 36.95. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Have you heard of NIO? It's basically the Chinese Tesla. Um, Ooh, did you take a loss then? Slight loss. What's that? A 25-cent, $25 loss. 250. Ouch. That's okay, man. Yeah. I'd consider looking at options. You don't have to trade the options. without owning the shares. If you own 100 shares, you can sell options and earn income each week. Yeah. Yeah, no, I hear you on that. But you can hedge against things like this right here, you know. Selling against your shares. Worst case scenario, deliver your shares at whatever your strike price is. You make money either way. There's really no reason not to try to get involved with some options. I know you trade through a bank and whatnot, but oh, he's in. He got right in. I hear you, man. Man, good luck to you, brother. I definitely think that the entry point of where you're at is great. It's 704 was the absolute low for the day. The thing that killed Tesla this morning was this mass sell-off right here right at open. It went from yesterday to down basically $60. Couldn't turn around from there. Tesla is a beast, and I do know that you had a good sell. That's for sure. Uber's dropping more. Where's my options at? Probably losing a little bit on them. My cost on these. Yeah. Losing $30 on mine. I'm losing $30 on mine, and it was only about $600 of investment. What's that? 6-9% already on mine, and I, could have waited. I mean, it's tanking. Good sell, man. Great sell. Great sell. Great sell. You didn't chase. You got out. Took a small loss, and you got into something that you're believing in. Great sell. Long-term wise though, definitely would consider owning a little bit of Uber. Excuse me. There's no doubt about that they are worth market cap 64.1 billion and Lyft market cap 14. Yeah, about 3 times the size. 3 times the size of it. But yeah, I mean, I basically going back to what I was saying earlier, man. You gotta get involved when any stock is doing this kind of stuff, and just enjoy it. Because down 160, why would it not go back up tomorrow? You know what I mean? 160 is a lot. It'll probably be up $20 to $25 right at market close. Yeah, man, you're welcome. Stop by, and I'm putting out some new videos. Just started doing it. I used to work at Schwab for years. Just kind of day trade on my own now, and I've got good insights. I can definitely help. I've got an idea. Wanted to go to bed before I seen you live. Cool. I'm pouring a beer. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, if thing goes up to $900 tomorrow, I'll have a virtual beer with you. Absolutely, I will. It should. It's already been there once. It'll go back. It's getting to that ceiling first to go through the ceiling. Take it easy though, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate that. Anytime you have any questions, shoot me a comment, or my email is in there as well. Send me an email, man. I'll see what I can do for you. But like I said, hey, I would look at income generation of options, man. Buy 100 shares of something and just sell options weekly. And you go guarantee income. Absolutely. I do it as well. I do it for a few people that I know. I do it for a lot of people actually. There isn't a risk. There is no loss. The ultimate loss is if it goes absolutely through your strike price by a lot. You just miss out on the ultimate big gain. Wait to be lower than 700 tomorrow. Oh man. Oh, okay, cool, cool. Um, and I mean, you can ultimately sell after hours too, as well, right? You're able to do that. Mm-hmm. You have the ability with your investments to do so. 175. See, I'm not down too much. The options aren't trading too little. You can trade after hours. There's strong possibility that this will be up a net, $20, $20 to $30 after hours. A strong possibility. It did it yesterday after that mass sell-off right there. It went down $100 in about 7 minutes. It went up about $20 after hours, and that's going to make you more money than what Uber's going to make you anyway. Oh, you can't, man. You need to get you a new trading program, my friend. You can't trade options after hours, but if you wanted to get out of your investment after hours, which is always risky, I'm sure you trade where you trade for a reason, Yeah, you do want to learn options first. I won't say it's easy, but when you own the shares, you're just doing income generation. There's no risk to it because worst case scenario, you sell your 100 shares to this person at your agreed price, and you're gonna sell your options above your price, so you're gonna gain anyhow. And then you get their money immediately. You get their premium right away. Boom, premium in your pocket. And when it does not happen by expiration, you keep his money, you keep your shares, and you write another one next week. But that was a quick synopsis of it. But I will help you, man. I will show you and explain. And basically, when you have the ability to own shares like that, there is no, and you can do it on just about anything. You don't have to do it on, I mean, right now, if you were to say, when you're on the owning side, when you own the actual shares, you're selling options. You're not buying the options. So if you sell a call, you actually want it to go down, and if you sell a put, you want it to go up. And see, like right now, these expire Friday, so you have 2 days to hit these. This is during earnings, so you don't want to do it now, essentially. But if in fact it did not go above $38, and you had 1,000 shares, you would sell 10 options, you'd get $1,000. Worst case scenario, you sell your shares to somebody at 38. You keep his $1,000. Actually, it's $116 an option, which multiply that by 10, you get 100 and I don't know. It's about 1,300. You get $1,300 in your pocket. Boom, today. It's your money. Say it goes above 38. You sell your 1,000 shares to this person at $38, and you just bought it at 36. So you get that gain. The risk or the money that you don't get is if it was to go to 40 or 45. But you got his $1,000 though, so you gotta look at it that way, when you take 36 times 1,000, buying that, it's 36 grand. If you take 1,300 and divide it by 36,000, 1,300 divided by 36,000, you're getting 4% right now. Boom, 4% in my pocket, guaranteed money. And then you're going to earn another dollar on it, now another thousand. So you would actually come out of pocket. This is what you'd get, about $2,500 divided by your $3,600 investment. Or sorry, 36,000. 2,500 divided by 36,000. Get 7% right away. Boom, 7% in your pocket, regardless of what this thing does. You get 7% of money. That's not bad for a day, you know. Um, this is how the rich get richer, man. They sell weekly out, and then you just do it. You know, when it doesn't happen, you could even go further out to where it, it's not gonna happen. You just get less, and um, yeah, you do need to learn it. You do, and then definitely, man. I wouldn't lie to you, man. There is no risk to this stuff. I mean, you can make 7%. Worst case scenario, you made 7% today, or that day, or that week, and you sold your shares to that person at your agreed price of whatever it is, 38, and you bought it at 37. You have no risk. The only risk is if it goes to 39, you don't get the extra dollar on a share. That's it. But you get their $1,300 right away, ding, in your pocket. And when it doesn't happen, you keep his $1,300. You keep your share. You write another one next week. So, I trade options multiple ways. I buy them just to kind of speculate and have a little fun, and then I also I sell them for income generation, and um, there is no risk to it, man. There is no risk. And Tesla is. You probably bought those at what, like 726 or so. Tesla's at 740. Hey, you just already made some money, man. So, and you made more than what you were gonna make on Uber. That's for damn sure. The 740 is. It was 755 is the highest that it's been since about 12 o'clock, man, and it's running. Yeah, we need big candlesticks. These are $2 minutes here. I can't. I cannot. To be honest with you, I don't. I don't know. I've been to Europe, but I really don't know. I really don't know. I'd be lying if I said I did. So, yeah, I don't know a good program over there in Europe. What time is it in Europe? What was that, about 9 o'clock p.m.? And you can keep, just put enough money in there to where you can buy it. You have to have 100 shares of something to do the options, and you know, Uber would be $3,600. Um, AMD, you can do Ford. Ford's a $10 stock. You can put 1,000 in there and write it. Oh, okay, yeah, it's late over there. $8 stock. Put $800 in there. You can sell weekly options on Ford. Oh, 2140. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Major volume coming. Hopefully, let's see. About 343. Yeah. Come on, baby. Let this thing run up. That'll be nice to see. Shoot, I might have to actually go. Hopefully not. Market's closing in about 17 minutes. Yeah, but you're in now, buddy. You got to take advantage of the gains when they're here. Mm-hmm. I'll be live tomorrow as well. So I come and go live. I usually try to get them right there in the market open. It's about 3 to 4 your time, and then definitely towards market close. I try to do a video. I might even do one at midnight my time, which is like 7, 8 a.m. your time. Kind of go through different informational things, because there's so many different ways and so many strategies, so many ways people invest. Mhm. Yeah. Shoot. I'm gonna have to mute here. I'll still be here though. I'll type to you. I'll type to you.